And welcome back, everybody. On January the 15th and 17th, or through the 17th, the Resume Tailor will hold a free feedback session, a bunch of them, in the Bronx and in your community. Joining us with all the details, we have Errol Olton. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it being here.
Now, we met up somewhere in the past.
Yeah.
You look very familiar.
So yeah, in the past I've done work with community education programs through the Equality Organization, and since then I've launched the Resume Tailor, which is a wonderful program and entrepreneurial start to help folks get better jobs, basically.
Yeah. You know, well, a lot of people, they wonder, how am I going to take this step? How am I going to get into this?
Sure.
What do I have to do?
Yeah.
I want that particular job, but I don't know what to do. What do they do first?
Well, let me tell you this, right? So basically, when you send in your resume application, it gets submitted in this huge pile, right?
Yeah.
So could you imagine?
Sort of like this.
Sort of like this. So could you imagine?
I go through all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's like piles of
I'm
paper.
in here somewhere.
So it's
how do I stand out?
How do you stand out? The recruiter's overwhelmed. They're trying to just fill that position, and you have to make it to the top of the pile, right? So here's the thing: you have to have a resume that shows skills. So let's look at a traditional resume that folks have, and I would just want you to tell me: is it easy to see the skills on something like this?
When you first look at it, it has to pop, right?
Right, it has to pop. So you see like these 2 pages here, right? This is usually what folks submit, right? They submit this, it's like a paragraph format, it's like a bullet points. It's hard to see exactly where your skills are. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a recruiter, you're busy, you're not gonna read through 2 pages of this.
So this gets put aside.
It gets put aside. It gets put aside, right?
So it's like stepping into a room and you have to dress. You have to pop.
Absolutely. You have to pop. So what I started doing was I started leveraging results on the resume page, right? So for every client I work with, I look at what you're good at. I look at what stands out, achievements, and then we go through that process. And then you get a resume like this.
Now I can see that.
Yeah. So if you see it, you'll see.
The person's name is right on top.
Right on top. You see the skills. You see the education section, you see the professional experience. So it's another way to stand out and get to the top of the list. And it also has a link to folks' LinkedIn, which is more popular now than before.
Yeah. So if you had LinkedIn working and you left it, you pushed it aside, get back into it.
Absolutely.
Put that password back in there, or redo another password and get it kicking again.
So LinkedIn is more and more important these days. So if you're looking to stand out from the pile, I had those strategies. And it's any client I work with usually gets not only a tailored resume, but an executive sleeve. So for instance, I put together something nice for you with your own career highlights in there.
Oh. Whoa, I have a resume. I wasn't, I didn't put together a resume in a long time.
So if you look through it, it's got your own professional highlights in it as well, the education section for yourself and different highlights, the books that you wrote. So, there's always opportunities for clients to stand out. Yeah.
I can get a job with this. You guys see this?
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. This will stand out over the top of everything else if you just have a plain sheet of paper and a huge pile like that. This in a pile will make somebody go to it and say, hey, you know what, let me take it. What is this? This guy's kind of, he's dressing it up. Let me see what this dress up thing is all about.
Right.
And they'll pull yours out.
They'll pull yours out. Yeah. So it's a way of standing out. It's a way of leveraging your talents, and it's true to you, right? You feel good looking at it. You go in a resume, you interview, you feel confident. You're speaking, your chest is up. You're engaging with them, and you're narrating your career history. And a lot of folks, we don't look at our resumes. It kind of just like sits in a pile until we really need it in a crisis. So I have an opportunity where for folks, especially in the Bronx now, to get free resume coaching through my partnership with Starbucks.
And this is you.
Yeah.
This sells you.
Yes.
You don't have to say too much because this is going to get you in the door. Now, when you get into the door, it's another story.
It's another story. You have to know how to narrate your career story. You have to be confident. And it's not about memorizing questions for the interview. It's about knowing your gifts, knowing your skills, and how they translate to the role. You just communicate value. That's how you
communicate value.
It's just communicating
and know more about the company than the person interviewing
you.
Or try to. You can go to the library by computer.
Yeah.
Google search, find out all about that company before you get there.
And can I give you a tip that I started telling folks? If right before the interview, go on their Twitter feed, go on their Facebook feed, see what the company is working on, and bring it up in the interview and say, hey, I know you guys are working on this project in the community. Here's how my skills can leverage that. And that blows them away. Absolutely.
And you get
Absolutely.
called back.
Yes, absolutely.
90% chance to
90%
get
chance,
called
right?
back.
Right.
It's like I always tell people, if you want a job on the radio, try to fit the sound of the radio
Absolutely,
station.
yes.
If you love rock and roll and you're trying to get on an R&B station, you know, it's like kind of off.
Yeah.
But listen to somebody at the radio station.
Yeah.
You know, listen to an
Get that
hour and try to
vibe.
emulate, try to
Right.
sound just like that, and
Right.
try to do what the station is doing, and then
Right.
you will fit the sound of the station. Same thing with this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Add your value right into theirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I partnered with Starbucks in Co-op City, and I told them about these services, and what they did was said, you know what? Why don't you do 2 days of resume coaching, and we'll provide everyone that comes in with free Starbucks drinks and treats.
What more can you ask for?
That's it.
Learn and have a cup of coffee too?
That's it. That's it. So they get to sit with me for about 10 minutes, and you can register online on the ResumeTailor.com. You sit with me for 10 minutes. I give you career coaching. I give you quick feedback on your resume, and we sip coffee and enjoy free treats from Starbucks.
Break some bread.
Yeah.
This is the 15th and 17th.
15th and 17th, yes. And you folks could walk in, but to guarantee your visit, to guarantee your session, you can go on theResumeTailor.com.
ResumeTailor.com.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you'll hook it all up. Right?
Oh, yeah.
ResumeTailor.com.
Absolutely.
Now people come in, and how's that going to look?
Yeah, so
How do you expect it to look?
So as soon as folks come in, right, if there are walk-ins, they would have to wait to the next available session. But right now I have folks that have logged onto the website and have guaranteed their session. So you just come in, you sit with me, you have the treats laid out, and we go through a resume analysis. And then if there's any remaining time, we provide coaching, and they have a great package right there.
I see people nodding their heads and they're like, hey, you know, put me down. I
Yeah.
got this. If you're going to make my resume look like this, you know, I have a 90% chance of getting that job.
Yeah.
Now, when you go in, you can't fake the funk. Whatever's on here, you gotta,
It's got to be
you
true
gotta
to
represent.
you. It's got to be true to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it's a wonderful opportunity, I think, to just really not only lift your skills, but also get that coaching feedback. You know, maybe it's something in your life that you're unsure about. Maybe you're doing a career change or a field change. This is an opportunity to polish up that old resume and just find ways to boost your talents and
And it has to
your
be
skills.
true. Look, I didn't give them this information. It's easily, you can go on and easily get information about somebody.
Yes.
So if you handed a false resume,
They're gonna
or
look
try to
you
do-
up.
Yeah, they're going to look you up. And be careful what you put down on social media.
Absolutely.
Because they look at that too.
Everything's available. So everything is, if they type in your name in a Google search, or sometimes they put your email in and see what pops up, you have to be careful, right? So I advise anybody right now, just type in your name and type in your email in Google, go in your private browsing, search it, see what pops up about you, because that's what recruiters are looking at.
Now, when you get in the door, how do you come dressed?
Yeah. You come with professional dress, professional attire. You know, I'm a former recruiter, and I've seen folks go against the grain on this one, you know, and just not wear a tie or just try to do the laid back look. It doesn't work.
It doesn't
right?
work.
So come professional dress, because remember, you're showing them the best of you in
selling
that moment.
yourself,
You're selling yourself, right? And then you just want to relate to them. Don't be rigid, don't be stiff, because if you relax, your recruiter relaxes. You're interviewing them, and they're interviewing you. It's a shared process. They
Come
want to
in and
make
have
sure
fun.
it looks
Know
good.
your
Yeah,
stuff, you know?
absolutely.
And it's not hard.
Yeah.
Find out all about the company before you get there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wear the shoes that you're going to sell.
Yes. Yes.
I like the tailor. The tailor's in the house.
Perfect.
So it's the 15th and 17th
Yes.
at Starbucks. What's the address again?
Starbucks is Starbucks Co-op City. It's available on the
Gotcha.
site. All the details are on the ResumeTailor.com.
All right, there you go. Tailor.com.
Yep, the
ResumeTailor.com.
ResumeTailor.com.
Errol Olton, the Resume Tailor in the house.
Thank you.
Looking good too. I like
Thank
the way
you.
you.
Oh,
said
yeah, I
everything
tried a
up.
little.
Thank you, Errol.
Thanks.
We'll take a break right here. My man Bobby C. You got to stick around for this. Bobby C. has the latest in the headline in the world of sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back next.